Have you ever noticed this strange thing about ego? The same ego that ruins friendships, breaks relationships, and gets people roasted in comment sections is also the same ego that makes people confident, successful, and unstoppable. Confusing, right? Today, we're talking about the power of ego, not the toxic, loud, I'm better than you ego, but the kind of ego that can unlock your potential and help you dominate life. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might stop hating your ego and start using it. Let's be honest for a second. Most of us grew up hearing things like, don't have an ego. Ego is bad. Ego destroys people. But no one ever told us one important truth. A life without ego is also a life without direction. Think about it. Why do people wake up early to work on their dreams? Why does someone go to the gym for 6 months without results? Why does a student study while others are sleeping? It's ego. Not the shouting kind, not the flexing kind, but the quiet voice inside that says, I'm meant for more. That voice? That's ego working in your favor. Now let me give you a simple example. Imagine two people learning to drive a car. Person one says, I'm bad at driving. I'll probably fail. Others are better than me. Person two says, I'll learn. I might be bad today, but I won't stay bad. Guess who learns faster? Exactly. That second person isn't arrogant. They just have healthy ego, the belief that they are capable. Here's the funny part. People with zero ego often call themselves humble, but deep down, they're just scared of failing. And people with too much ego, they're scared of looking stupid. So the real power is in the middle. Healthy ego says, I don't know everything, but I can learn. I'm not perfect, but I'm improving. I deserve better, so I'll work for it. That mindset alone can change your entire life. Let's talk about domination. Not in a movie villain way, don't worry. I mean dominating your own life. Waking up with purpose, saying no without guilt, not begging for validation, not shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. That confidence doesn't come from motivation videos. It comes from ego that's under control. Here's a real-life situation. Ever noticed how some people walk into a room and instantly feel confident? Even if they're average looking, not rich, not famous? That's ego. They're not thinking, do people like me? They're thinking, I belong here. And guess what? People feel that energy. Now let's flip the coin. Ego becomes dangerous when it turns blind. When you stop listening. When you think you're always right. When feedback feels like an attack. That's when ego stops building you and starts destroying you. A powerful ego says, correct me if I'm wrong. A weak ego says, how dare you correct me? Big difference. If you really want to unlock your potential, here's the secret most people miss. Use ego as fuel, not armor. Fuel pushes you forward. Armor keeps you stuck. Use your ego to work harder, not to argue more. Use it to grow, not to prove. Use it to improve, not to impress. And here's the truth no one tells you. People who achieve big things don't kill their ego. They train it. They let it dream big, but they keep it humble enough to learn. So the next time someone tells you, bro, your ego is showing, smile and ask yourself one question. Is my ego helping me grow? Or is it protecting my insecurity? Because once your ego works for you, not against you, you stop chasing approval, you stop doubting yourself, and you start building a life that actually feels powerful. That's the real domination. Not over others, over yourself. And trust me, that's the hardest and most rewarding win of all.